Welcome back. We're here at MJ Harrington's in Newport, New Hampshire. Joining me now is Dr. Gillian Martlew. She is a naturopathic physician in New London. Welcome and thanks for joining us.
Hello, Lynn. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're very welcome. Help us demystify what naturopathy is.
Yeah, it's, if you talk about things like homeopathy, you know what that is because
Sure.
it's one discipline. Naturopathy is actually an integration of numerous natural and non-toxic therapies, things like homeopathy, herbal and botanical medicine, nutritional medicine, looking at the environment, looking at people's relationships, body work. It encompasses many things. Acupuncture.
Wow.
Depends on what the naturopath does, but they will use all of these things either together or one or two of them, depending on the person, what the person is complaining about, and then put it all together, and that sort of makes up naturopathy.
That's really interesting because I think we're all familiar with those independent disciplines,
Yes.
but us as mere mortals don't know how to put them together. But that's exactly what you're trained in.
Right.
And what does the training look like for someone in your field?
Well, we graduate as doctors of naturopathic medicine, or NDs, not MDs,
Yes.
NDs, from a 4-year graduate medical college.
Okay.
And we have to maintain very strict training in New Hampshire to maintain our licenses.
Okay.
And that looks like something like 45 hours of approved training over a 3-year period.
So you're always keeping your certification up to date.
Yes.
Because there's probably many new therapies coming out.
There are, yes. And as a naturopath, I can add any of those to my repertoire if I feel that it would be helpful and if it's appropriate for the kind of patients that I work with.
Right. What type of ailments do you find your type of therapy works best with?
Many.
Really?
Yes, many. I don't specialize in any one thing. I work with many, many different illnesses. Honestly, from hemorrhoids to toenail fungus to anxiety to sleep disorders, hormone problems, thyroid issues, digestive issues. Really anything anybody calls me about is usually something that I will work with, and if not, then I have a very good network of practitioners and doctors who I can refer to as well.
Great. What does a typical course of treatment look like?
Well, again, depending on the person and depending on the illness, I may work with somebody as an initial appointment where we go over in great depth the person's health history and their health complaints.
Good.
And then it's a matter of putting all the pieces of the puzzle together and treating the underlying cause of the problem, not just the symptoms, which of course you have to treat because people can be uncomfortable.
Right.
But it's the underlying cause. So it's a little bit like Sherlock Holmes.
That's fun.
Yeah, in that you are working with all these aspects of a person's life and their health history to put together all the pieces of the puzzle on the table and determine where do you start with this and how do you help the person to get better.
That's great. It's not a Band-Aid approach. Let's just fix this one problem. You're really looking at the whole body.
The whole body, the whole person, their lifestyle, their relationships, everything. Yeah.
That is really fascinating. And you've had some great success. I was on your website before this interview to get ready, and the testimonies there are just beyond belief.
I am given the best patients to work with.
I think you're the best doctor. I think that's how it works. So that's wonderful. People just seem grateful. Life-changing transformations in their health and wellness.
Because you're dealing with the whole person and you're dealing with their life as well.
Right.
And I am lucky in that I have wonderful tools. And I really truly believe that if you give the body what it needs, it will do its best to heal. I just kind of guide people in the right direction.
Get it working in the right direction. Great. Well, good. Well, as I mentioned, you have a wonderful website, which we have up on the screen. You've also got a free call-in hour where people can call and run their symptoms by you and decide if they want to meet you. And those are all wonderful things you have. So we encourage our audience, if they're interested, to check out your website, give you a call, and join some of your many healed people that you've helped already. So thank you, Gillian.
Thank you, Lynn.
Take care.